If you write anionic vacancy, in which unpaired of electrons which are occupied due to the metal excess defect, which is known as what? F center. Limiting molar conductivity is obtained by adding the molar conductivity of the each ion. In BCC, we know that each corner particles which contributes 1 atom. So it is given by 1 by 8 into 1. So it will get cancelled. So it will give rise to the 1. Hello my dear students, a warm welcome you all. Myself is Purnima, lecturer in Department of Chemistry at Vidhyaashram Pre-University College, Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. My dear students, today I am here to present the model paper which has been released from the Pre-University Board. So I am going to take a model paper of chemistry. Before going to discuss with the model paper, let's see the chapter-wise weightage of the second PUC chemistry. First, we will see the weightage of the physical chemistry. So, if I say it is a physical chemistry, in physical chemistry, we have 5 units and you can see that in the question paper, you have 4 parts. So, in the part A, so these are the questions which carries 1 mark. There are 15 questions will be there. Under that, you need to attend only 10. Again, in a part B, there are 10 questions will be there. You need to attend only 5. Each question will carry 2 marks. Again, in a part C, there are 10 questions will be there. You need to attend only 5. Okay. Each question will carry 3 marks. In a part D, you are going to attend only the 5 questions. Okay, which carries 25 marks. So, the total, the weightage where you are going to write the chemistry paper is 70. Now, we will see the chapter wise how they will distribute the marks. So, in the physical chemistry, that is in the group 1, the first unit is the solid state and the weightage of this unit is 8 mark, and from this unit we can expect 1 1-mark question, 1 2-mark question and 1 5-mark question. You can see that these are the question number which comes definitely on your board paper. So, these are the question number. So, from the solid state we can expect 1 question in a 1 mark, that is the first question only, and in the 2 mark the question number 16 is from the solid state and question number 36 is from the solid state which carries 5 marks. Coming into the second unit, that is a solution. This is a unit which carries 9 marks. From this unit, we can expect 2 1-mark questions. So, there are 2 questions will be there from the solution unit and we can expect the question number 2 and 3 from this unit. In addition to this, we have a question in the part B, that is a question number 17, and there is a 1 more question in a part D, that is a 37th question. Coming into the third unit, that is electrochemistry. In this unit, we can expect 10 mark and there is only a 1-mark question, but there will be a 2-mark questions will be there and question number are 18 and 19 and there is a 1 more question in the 5 mark. Coming into the chemical kinetics, from this unit, we can expect 11 mark. There is a 1-mark question in a part A. There is no 2 mark and a 3 mark. Directly we have a question in the 5 mark and there are 2 questions will be there from this unit. Okay. So, if I say it is a chemical kinetics, definitely they are going to give a derivation on the integrated rate equation for 0 order as well as for the first order, and there will be a definitely 1 numericals will be there. Coming into the surface chemistry, that is a unit 5. From this unit, we can expect 7 mark and there is a 2 question in a part A, the question number 6 and 7, and from part D, we have 1 more question for the 5 marks. So, from the physical chemistry, you can expect totally 30 marks in the 5 mark and 8 marks in the 2 mark and 7 marks in the 1 mark. And the total weightage or the marks which is allotted only for physical chemistry is 45. Okay. Hope you know that this time board has given lot of choices for the student to go with the question pattern. So hope you all understood with the group 1 physical chemistry. Now I'll go with the inorganic chemistry, that is a group 2. In a group 2, we have only 4 units. The 6th unit, that is the general principle and process of isolation of element. From this unit, we can expect only the 6 marks, and there is a 1 mark question, 1 2 mark question and 1 3 mark question. You can see that from the inorganic chemistry, there will be a no 5 mark question. No 5 mark question. We can expect all this inorganic chemistry question only in a part C. So in the part C, it is always meant for inorganic chemistry. Okay. While discussing with the question, you will understand that how the questions will be framed by using this 4 units. Okay. Then coming into the P block element, that is a unit 7. From this unit, we can expect 12 marks, and there is a 1 mark question, 1 2 mark question, and you can see that there are 3 questions will be there in the 3 marks. So in the P block element, definitely they are going to ask how do they prepare the ammonia by Haber's process, how do they prepare the sulfuric acid by contact process, how do they prepare the sulfur by contact process, how do they prepare the nitric acid by Ostwald process. Any one of the process will be asked. In addition to this, they are also going to ask the anomalous behavior of fluorine, chlorine or with the oxygen. Okay. Then coming into the D and F block element, from this unit we can expect the 10 mark. There is a 1 mark question, there is no 2 mark question, but we can expect 3 mark question. Definitely in this part, we can expect the question from the lanthanide contractions and the differences between the lanthanide and actinide. What is the actinides also they can ask. In addition to this, we are very much familiar with the manufacturing of potassium dichromate, one of the most important repeated questions which has been asked in the D and F block element. So we can expect that questions in the 3 marks. Then coming into the coordination compounds, from this unit we can expect only the 9 mark. There is no 1 mark and 2 mark question, you can see that, but we can expect 3 mark question. Again in this unit we can expect the hybridization, how to write with the complex formation. So all these questions will become from this coordination compound. So please understand here, inorganic chemistry, there is no 5 mark question at all, but there are many questions in a part C. The part C is always meant for the inorganic chemistry, and if you focused on with the 3 marks, you can easily get 3 out of 3 in all the inorganic chemistry question, because most of the questions which has been repeated many times, if you focused on that, you can easily get the marks. Coming into the organic chemistry, that is in a group 3, there are 7 units will be there. The first unit is the haloalkanes and haloarenes. From this unit, we can expect 8 marks. There is a 1 mark question, 1 2 mark question, and we have 1 5 mark question. You can understand here, from the organic chemistry as well as from the physical chemistry, we can expect the question in the part D. So in the part D, always understand there are 4th and 5th main will be there. The 4th main is always meant for physical chemistry and 5th main is always meant for organic chemistry. So hope you all understood that. And coming into the next unit, that is of alcohols, phenols and ether. From this unit, we can expect 11 mark. There is a 1 mark question and there is no 2 mark and 3 mark question, and directly we have 2 5 mark question. Okay. Coming into the next unit, the unit 12, aldehyde, ketones and carboxylic acid. From this unit, we can expect 11 mark. There is a 1 mark question. There is no 2 mark and 3 mark. Definitely we have 2 5 mark question. Coming into the amines or organic compound which are containing nitrogen. From this unit, we can expect only 7 mark. There is no 1 mark and 3 mark question, but we can expect 1 2 mark question and 1 5 mark question. Coming into the biomolecules, that is the unit 14. From this unit, we can expect 10 mark. There is no 1 mark, 2 mark and 3 mark, but directly we can expect 2 5 mark question and a question number of 48 and 49. Coming into the polymers, from this unit, we can expect only 6 marks, okay? And there is a 1 mark question and there is a 1 5 mark question. And coming into the chemistry in everyday life, that is a unit 16. From this unit, we can expect only a 5 mark and there is a 1 mark question and 2 mark question, and there is no 5 marks question from this unit because it is a small unit. If you see this weightage, you can clearly understand that there is no 3 mark question in the organic chemistry because all the 3 mark questions which definitely come with the inorganic chemistry. And if you study this organic chemistry, you can easily get 75 in the 5 mark question, 45 in the organic part, and we can expect 8 marks in the 2 mark and we can expect 5 mark in the 1 mark, and total weightage of this only organic chemistry is 58. If you combine both organic, physical and inorganic, we can expect 140 marks, and from this, there are 15 questions in the part A, and in the part B, again we can expect 20 marks, part C and part D is 75 marks. So, hope you all understood with this weightage. Next, coming into the instruction. So, it is very important to understand what all the instruction we need to follow it before writing any examination. So, here I have a few instructions for you. So, in the part A, the question paper, if I say, the question paper which consists of 4 parts, already have explained, that is part A, part B, part C and part D. So remember, in part A, you need to attend only the 10 questions because there are 15 questions will be there. Each question will carry 1 mark. Okay. In part B, you need to attend only the 5 questions which carries 2 marks. So it is 10. Coming into the part C, which carries 3 mark question, you need to attend only the 5 question. So it carries 15 marks. So here you will get 10 and 10. Coming into the part D, again here you need to attend only the 5 question which carries 5 marks and total will be 25. So in the part D, you can see that you are going to attend the question in the 5th main as well as in the 4th main. That is, in the 4th main, you are going to attend only the 5 question which carries 25 marks. Again in the part 5th, that is in the part D 5th main, you are going to attend only the 2 questions which carries 5 marks. So total it is 70. So you can easily get 70 on 70 on your second PUC chemistry. Now let us see with the pattern of questions which has been released from the pre-university board. So you can see that in a part A, there are 15 questions will be there. You need to attend only the 10 questions. Coming into the part B, again you can count that there are 10 questions will be there. You need to attend only the 5. Each question will carry 2 marks. Again in a part C, there are 10 questions will be there. You need to attend only the 5 which carries 3 marks, which give rise to the 15 mark. That is, in the 5th main, you need to attend only the 4 questions which carries 20 marks. And if you see that there are many questions will be there coming into the part D only, which is the fifth main, where you are going to attend only the organic chemistry units. Okay, this is how the question paper will be set, and from each part it's very easy to go through with the question, because this time you had a lot of choices and you can easily write the exam. Now we'll discuss only with the part A and part B question. So if I go with the part A, already I told you that there are 15 questions will be there. You need to attend only the 10 questions in the one word or in the one sentence. Each questions will carry us 1 mark. So the first question will be goes like this: what are F center? So again, this is a question from the physical chemistry, the first unit, the solid state. So what is F center? Which is a anionic vacancy. The anionic vacancy which are occupied by unpaired of electron due to the metal excess defect. So if you write anionic vacancy in which unpaired of electrons which are occupied due to the metal excess defect, which is known as what? F center. If you write only the statement, you will get a 1 mark. Here I have shown you the picture how this anionic vacancy will be created due to the metal excess defect, where the unpaired of electron you can see that which comes and occupy it and causes a F center, and this is known as what? F center. Only definition, it's enough to get a 1 mark. Coming into the second question, how does the enthalpy change on mixing the two volatile liquids to form a ideal solution? What will happen when if you mix the two volatile solution? What will happen to the enthalpy change? We know that if I say it is volatile solution, when you mix that, it can easily get evaporated, right? So what will happen to change in enthalpy? The change in enthalpy will become 0, even though if you mix the two volatile solution. Coming into the third question, give an example for natural semi-permeable membrane. So it is very easy to answer for this question. Answer is vegetable membrane or animal membrane. Coming into the fourth question, what happens to the molar conductivity when 1 mole of potassium chloride dissolved in 1 liter is diluted to 5 liters? Here you are taking 1 mole of potassium chloride which has been dissolved in 1 liter. Later it has been diluted to 5 liters. Diluted to 5 liters, right? So what will happen to the dilution which has been increased? If the dilution is increased, automatically molar conductivity which is also get increased. Coming into the fifth question, write the energy distribution curve showing that temperature dependence of the rate of the reaction. Here you can see that this is a graph which is based upon the Arrhenius equation. Okay, so where you are going to plot the energy versus the fraction of molecule. So what will happen if you increase the temperature? What will happen to the collision of the molecule? So if you increase the temperature, the fraction of molecules which has been present in that system which undergo collision, and if you increase that, it will reach as the maximum position. Now, if you increase the temperature by 10-degree raise in temperature, you can see that you will get a graph which is just below the maximum one, and showing that this is a point where the fraction of the molecules which react at 10-degree raise in temperature, at this point you can see that this entire shaded region which shows that the molecule has got energy of activation. Even though if you increase the temperature just by 10 degree, the molecules will get a energy of activation so that it will undergo collision easily. This is a graph that you need to show that how the temperature dependence will be increased or decreased with the rate of the reaction. Coming into the sixth question, name the shape selective catalyst which converts alcohols directly into the gasoline in petroleum industry. Which shape selective catalyst we are using? We know that we are using the zeolite and it is represented as ZSM5. Coming into the sixth question, what are coenzyme? Here, just define what are coenzyme. We know that coenzymes are nothing but a non-protein molecules which will be combined with protein molecule to form a active enzyme. Okay. For writing the correct statement, you will get a 1 mark. Coming into the eighth question, name the method used for concentration of sulfide ore. Here, just you need to mention the method. Which method we are following? So, this is a question from the inorganic part, that is in the general isolations and general principle and isolations of the element. So, which method we are following for the concentration of the sulfide ore? It is the froth flotation processes. Okay. Complete the reaction. So, here we have a reaction, that is ZeF6 plus 2 water molecules which give rise to what is the first product, and the second product is hydrogen fluoride, that is HF. We need to identify the first product. If you see that this is xenon hexafluoride which is allowed to reacting with 2 molecules of water molecule, it forms xenon oxyfluoride. It forms what? Xenon oxyfluoride. Just if you write this as an answer, it's enough to get a 1. Okay. Coming into the 10th question, which element of 3D series has more number of unpaired electron in the ground state? Here, we need to understand that we need to mention the 3D series of element where it shows the unpaired electron even though in the ground state. We know that 3D series element means it is chromium which is having the unpaired electron in the ground state. You can see that it has electronic configuration of organ 3d5 4s1. Okay, d orbital it has a 5 unpaired electron, and you can see that in a 4s also it has 1 electron which is unpaired. Coming into the define the term racemization. It's a process of converting the enantiomers into the racemic mixtures. It is called as racemization. Coming into the next question, out of ortho and a para nitrophenol, which one is less volatile? Here, just write the structure of benzene ring. So, we have OH and this is NO2 and this is again OH and this is NO2. This is orthonitrophenol. This is paranitrophenol. This is the structure of orthonitrophenol and paranitrophenol. If you look at the structure, you can clearly understand that paranitrophenol is less volatile when compared to the orthonitrophenol, where the nitro group is attached to the ortho group, where in this example, the nitro group which is attached to the para group. Okay. 13th question will be goes like this. Mention the role of dry HCl in the addition of alcohols to the carbonyl compound. So, what is the role of dry HCl? So, it acts like a protonating agent and it protonates the oxygen atom which has been present in carbonyl structure. Thereby, it increases the electrophilicity of carbonyl carbon. If you say it is a carbonyl carbon, we know that this is a carbonyl group, where if you add the dry HCl to this, it protonates the oxygen which is there in the carbonyl carbon atom. Thereby, it increases the electrophilicity nature of this carbonyl carbon which is there in the carbonyl structure. Next, The 14 questions will be goes like this. Give an example for synthetic biodegradable polyamide copolymer. This is a question from the organic chemistry, that is in the polymer unit. You need to write one example for synthetic biodegradable polymer, that is polyamide polymer. So example is PHBV, which is nothing but a poly beta hydroxy butyrate co beta hydroxy valerate. Okay, either you can write nylon 2 or nylon 6. This is also another example for the synthetic biodegradable polyamide polymer. Next is name the first artificial sweetening agent. This is the last question in the 1 mark. Here you need to write the most popular and first popular artificial sweetening agent is saccharin. Okay. For writing the name, you will get a 1 mark. This is all about the 1 mark question in a part A. Remember, there are 15 questions will be there. Just attend only the 10 questions, whichever you find that it is easy. Please go through with that question and write the answers in a 1 sentences or in a single sentence. Okay. Then we'll go to the part B. So again in the part B, there are 10 questions will be there. Each questions will carry 2 marks. You need to attend only the 5 questions. So I'll go with the first question. Calculate the number of particles which has been present in BCC unit cell, that is body centered cubic unit cell. We know that here this is a question from the unit 1, the solid state. So definitely in a solid state, we can expect the question based upon the calculations of number of particle per unit cell, and also we can expect 1 2-mark question based upon the density numerical. So always we can expect the question of density numerical on the 5 mark, but there is a definite question in the 2 mark based upon this number of particles which is present in each unit cell. So here we have a question to calculate number of particles which is present in BCC. This is the structure of BCC. We know that how to calculate the number of particles. In BCC, we know that each corner particles which contributes 1 atom. So it is given by 1/8 into 1. So it will get cancelled. So it gives rise to the 1. In addition to the corner particle, we have a particle at the center. So the particle which is present at the body center cube is 1. Then coming into the total number of particles which is present in BCC, it is 1 plus 1, that is 2. You need to write all the 3 steps to show that the number of corner particle, it is 1/8 into 8, which is 1. And number of particle which is present at the corner at the center, it is 1. And finally, the number of particle which is present in BCC, it is 1 plus 1, that is 2. For writing these 3 sentences, you will get a 2 mark. No need of writing with the diagram. Coming to the second question, that is a 17th question. State Henry law and write the mathematical form. Here, for defining the Henry law, you will get a 1 mark, and writing that mathematical form and explaining the terms, you will get a 1 mark. Let's see how to define it. At a constant temperature, the solubility of a gas in a liquid is directly proportional to the partial pressure of the gas just above the surface of the solution. Mathematical form is given by P is equal to KH into Xg, where KH is a Henry constant, P is a partial pressure of the gas, X is a mole fraction of the gas molecule. This is how just define the Henry law and write the mathematical form. You will get a 2 mark. Coming into the next question. This is a question from the electrochemistry. Okay. Calculate the limiting molar conductivity of calcium chloride. Given that limiting molar conductivity of calcium and chloride ions are 119.0 Simon per centimeter square per mole and 76.3 Simon centimeter square per mole respectively. So how to calculate the limiting molar conductivity. We know that limiting molar conductivity is obtained by adding the molar conductivity of the each ions. So here the limiting molar conductivity of calcium chloride, which is equal to limiting molar conductivity of calcium ion plus 2 into Cl, that is limiting molar conductivity of chloride ion. Why it is 2? Because from the formula we have understood that it is CaCl2. So the number of calcium ion is 1, but the chloride ion will be 2. So it is 2 into Cl. Okay. So the limiting molar conductivity of calcium chloride is obtained by just by adding the molar conductivity of calcium and the chloride ion. For the calcium ion, they have given 119.0. For the chloride ion, it is 2 into 76.3. If you multiply this and if you add with the 119.0, you will get 271.6 Simon centimeter square per mole. This is how easily you can calculate the limiting molar conductivity. So, hope you all understood with this numerical. By solving this numerical, you will get a 2 marks, and it is very easy. Just by adding the molar conductivity of the ion, you will get the molar conductivity of that particular compound. Then, next question will be goes like this. Write the symbolic representation of standard hydrogen electrode and mention its standard electrode potential value. That is the E0 value we have to write. Here, this is a question which is based upon the electrochemistry, where you have to write the symbolic representation of SHE, that is standard hydrogen electrode, and you need to write the values of E0. How do you represent the cell reactions in SHE? That is the platinum, which is a solid electrode, and we have the gas of hydrogen, okay, which is maintained at 1 bar pressure, which has been dipped in 1 molar aqueous solution of H plus ion. So platinum bar H2 gas 1 bar pressure bar H plus. For writing this representation of SHE, you will get a 1 mark, and writing the standard potential value for SHE, that is 0.0 volts, you will get a 1 mark. Okay, easily you can get a 2 mark in attending this type of question. Next, what is the role of coke and limestone during the extraction of cast iron using blast furnace? In the blast furnace, we have understood that what is the role of coke, what is the role of a limestone, and what is the role of other component that we have mixed during the entire extraction of iron. So here they have asked only the coke and limestone. We know that coke will be act as a reducing agent and limestone will be act as a flux. So just write the coke act as a reducing agent and limestone is a flux. If you write only the coke function or the coke uses, you will get a 1 mark. If you don't know with the second one, if you don't write, you will lose 1 more marks. For writing these two, you will get 1 mark. Okay. Coming to the next question. Name the noble gas which does not have a general noble gas configuration of NS2NP6 and name the commercial sources of this noble gas. So that noble gas is nothing but a helium and it is obtained from the natural gas. So in the helium do not have a noble gas configuration of NS2NP6 and it is obtained from the natural sources. For writing that element, that is writing the noble gas and writing that where exactly we obtain that gases, you'll get a 1 mark. So it carries 2 marks. Coming into the next question, explain Friedel-Crafts reaction with equation by taking chlorobenzene as a example. Here you need to write what is Friedel-Crafts reaction by taking only the chlorobenzene. So when chlorobenzene is reacting with chloromethane, which is a alkyl halide, in presence of anhydrous aluminum chloride, the mixture of ortho and a para dichlorobenzene will be formed. How do we represent the reaction? So it is Chlorobenzene means just write the benzene ring with a chlorine, and which is allowed to reacting with methyl chloride, which is an alkyl halide. In presence of anhydrous aluminium chloride, what will happen? The CH3 groups will goes and substituted at ortho and at the para position, and you will get a mixture of ortho dichlorobenzene and para dichlorobenzene. You can see that the CH3 groups which occupies at ortho, and this is at para. So for writing this, the correct balanced equation, you'll get a 1 mark, and writing that explanation part, you'll get a 1 mark. So totally we can easily get 2 marks from this organic chemistry question. Coming into the next question, how do you prepare propanamide by Hoffmann bromamide degradation reaction? Write the chemical reaction. So when acid amide if you take, which is upon reaction with bromine water in presence of very strong base, it gives rise to the primary amide. This reaction, which is known as what? Hoffmann bromamide reaction. So here we need to take what? Acid amide. So here we have benzamide, which consists of benzene ring with CONH2 group, which is allowed to react with what? Bromine water in presence of very strong base. Either you can take NaOH or KOH. Okay. So you will get what? Primary amide, which is nothing but a aniline with the formation of sodium carbonate and sodium bromide, and water will be released. For writing this correct balanced equation, you will get a 1 mark, and writing this explanation, you will get a 1 mark. Okay. So in chemistry, it is very important to write balanced chemical equation. If you don't balance that equation, it is equal to not writing any equation at all. So always be careful. Before writing, write that chemical reaction by using pencil. Once you confirm that the reaction is balanced, then you can write it with a pen. Why soap does not work in hard water? So here we need to give a reason why that soap is not working with the hard water. We generally know that hard water, which consists of calcium and magnesium ion. When you dissolve the soap in that hard water, this calcium and the magnesium ion goes and combines with the salts of soap, salts of carboxylic acid, which is found in the soap, and forms a insoluble precipitate that is known as scum. That is why if in your home you would have seen that when you dissolve the soap in hard water, at the base you can see that the precipitate of scum which is formed. That is why the soap will not give a lather with a hard water. Instead of this, it will give rise to the scum, which is an insoluble precipitate. Okay. So the hard water, which contains a calcium and a magnesium ion, when the soap dissolved in hard water, the ion which replaces the sodium and potassium from their salts and to form an insoluble calcium and magnesium salts of fatty acid, this insoluble salts which separated as a scum. Because of the scum formation, the soap will not form a lather and it does not clean the cloth at all. Hence, it does not work in hard water. Hope you are understood with this reason. We'll go with the last question. Give an example for each anti-fertility drug and anionic detergent. Here, you need to give one example for anti-fertility drug and anionic detergent. For anti-fertility drug, which is a drug which is taken against the fertilization of the male and female gametes, right? So, this example for the anti-fertility drug is novelstrol, and anionic detergent is sodium lauryl sulfate. Okay, for writing the correct example for anti-fertility drug and for anionic detergent, you will get a 1 mark, okay, which carries 2 marks. This is how in the 1 mark and a 2 mark, you need to write only the quality answer. So in the chemistry, we never used to go with the quantity of how much you have written in the 1 mark or 2 mark. It is only the prescribed, more precise answer. Okay, so this is all about with the model question paper, where I have discussed only with the part A and part B. In the next session, I am going to discuss with the part C and part D. Till that, take care, be safe. We'll meet you with the next session. Thank you.